Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got game number 2 coming at you here. Reason Gaming taking on Team Who here in this best set of 3. We got already advancing on quite a bit here as far as the draft goes. So welcome back to everybody's new as my co-caster. So let's just jump right into it. The initial bands: Ophelia, Midas, Swiftblade, Doctor were the bands. Warbeast into Magmist, Behemoth into Parasite, and Puppet Master, so far is what we see. But this time it's Reason going to be with Warbeast. And again, Zane, a fantastic Warbeast player as well, so I'm sure that'll end up with him. And Nier's known to play a game or two of Behemoth, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. And here, but Magnus and Parasite on the side of Team Who again, especially the Parasite. We saw Qzane last game off to a very dominating start. Didn't necessarily result in a victory in the end, of course, but at least a little bit of comfort there. But I like Reason's lineup is what I'm getting at. I think they got a lot of very comfortable heroes for their players, and it's good news for them. So how do you feel, Snooey?
Zane is deadly, to say the least, on Warbeast. He plays that hero so damn well, so I would be afraid, and I'm not sure why Team Who will let it go. I mean, they had it themselves last game, so they were like, okay, if Reason can beat us with Warbeast, I mean, then we can probably do it to Reason themselves, but I don't know. I mean, Zane is a beast in this guy, and normally also I wouldn't like for a team to pick up Behemoth this early on, because that indicates that you're going to play defensive, but seeing as you have the Warbeast for the suicide option already, it doesn't really matter, because you can pull the creeps, and therefore, even if the enemy team has a strong support, it doesn't matter, because he can't do anything about your wolves. So yeah, very, very strong lineup from Legion. They have the Puppet Master, they have the Behemoth, they have secured their safe lane, they have secured their suicide. Hellborn team picking up Amora right now, I would assume that indicates that they are going to be moving around a lot, but I don't think that it's going to mean that they are going to run an offensive suited tri-lane with the Magnus, Mora, Parasite, for example. I don't see Mora running an offensive tri-lane. No. He's more like running between safe lane and mid, trying to set up kills with that illusion of his.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Parasite can take over Wolves as well for the Warbeast. So, I mean, there is a little bit of a counterplay there. And Magnus, in general, I mean, kind of feels the same role as Behemoth in a way. It's going to come down to who gets the portal key first and all that kind of stuff. But Sluska also plays a mean Magnus. So I would assume that, or hope that this is actually a dual lane Magnus in the mid. But, yeah, we will just have to wait and see. The bans are coming out now, at least.
Yeah. The idea of running a pseudo trial in a couple of reasons, like you talked about the Mora, but then also again going up against a Warbeast, it's always risky, because of the fact that those other team having the battle cry, and that inherently just gives them the benefit, of course, when it comes to just that extra damage. So, so that shapes up as far as the lanes go, though. The follow-up bands going over those here: Dark Lady, Cthulhu Font, Soul Stealer, Pebbles, Clanks, and Bubbles coming out here. So you can see where either team's going. Imbo Boy banning out several carry flavor heroes here from Team Who. Jim Carrey, their carry player. Swiftblade banned in the initial bans by Imbo Boy. So we'll see what Jim Carrey does end up playing here as far as his final pickup goes. So, but the fourth pick now for Reason Gaming. Gonna think about this one. They got plenty of extra time to do so. Only 12 seconds left of extra time for Team Who. Again, guys, to clarify, Sync did take Game 1 against Solar Club, so let's get a recap there for those that may not have been listening at the end of the last game there, but we'll keep it close.
Chipper.
Chipper, you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna place my bets on Chipper. Okay, they're gonna go with the Glacius first. Might still be a Chipper.
Yeah, so definitely could be. Glacius, though, again, just always sounds solo, and 50% win percentage at 162 games. That's actually pretty impressive. That many games played, and he's 50-50. So he is just one of those heroes, though. That's been Parasite as well as 50-50. Really, wow. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, he is. Look at that. Pretty even there. Whoa! There we go.
Okay.
Carry of choice.
Like, I know Slaska plays a Gladiator. I've seen it before on stream, and I don't know. I mean, they need something to be in front. I mean, what does this mean that Magnus is going to be? I mean, is that going to be a Suicide Magnus, or is it going to be a 1-versus-1 Gladiator in the safe lane, or like, I'm confused right now.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess I got ahead of myself. Maybe it's not going to be as the carry Gladiator necessarily. Maybe it will be used more of as a...
I don't know. Okay, they got
Huh.
Hmm?
Well, more of a game. So like something like Magnus Suicide have like Gladiator middle even, and then do like a short.
I mean, the thing is that they are versus a Puppet Master who's going to have a Shroud timing, as well as the Behemoth, who's at some point most likely going to get a Porky. And you got a very, very squishy lineup and heroes that are not like doing very well with BKBs in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if like both teams are equal at golden experience at a certain point of the game, it's just going to favor the Helm or the Legion team big time.
Huh.
Okay.
So they do go. Okay, so yeah, it is going to be Sasuke on Gladiator. That's what you're talking about. All right.
Right. I mean, this is all right, but don't see the Mora fitting that lineup too well. I guess with the Showdown on Gladiator, if you skill it early on, you can like combine it with the illusion of Mora and actually get the stun off in time. But it's still, I mean, Gladiator doesn't have too much of a mana pool in the early game, so you can't really afford to put levels into Showdown.
Well, you're also, I think you're kind of also forgetting though. I guess in the early game, sure, that's one thing, but then when it comes to Wombo Combo, when it comes to team fights, that sets up a Gladiator call to arms pretty damn well. The Arcane Vortex, it buys the time and allows them to position it. So that
is indeed true.
Gladiator not a hero we see often though. I mean, again, as Quincy was showing, only 4 games I think we've seen him on record at least. So. Going to be played here, however.
He has potential. Yeah, he has potential. I mean, his stun is the one that deals most damage in the game, level 1. Yeah. 125 damage or something, and it stuns for like 1.5 seconds as well.
Yeah, that's where we're kind of going over with the stats to kind of back it up. I mean, just comfort here. You got Imba on Puppet. It's his second most played. Or most played, excuse me. You got Zane on Warbeast, he's played a plenty, and then, of course, Nier on Behemoth, no one for it. So, then yeah, Tanka Fed as the main support here in this case. That has been kind of interesting seeing recently. We kind of saw it against Sync Esports as well. So Tanka Fed has really stepped up as more of a main support player now for the team. Nier more the secondary support, and even, but it does at the same time. You know, like last game, he was actually playing the Cthulhu font, whereas Nier was playing the support. So. They kind of swap here and there, perhaps, what heroes they have. I think if they have a jungler, then actually Tankafet may usually play it. But,
yeah, Tankafet, I think he plays all the junglers, and then when they're having 2 supports, Nier plays the secondary support.
Yeah. So kind of interesting there, but
Tankafet. I mean, in core, they're both like secondary supports. I'm not sure what Nier is like used to play back in the days. I think he played mid and stuff as well, but he's kind of transitioned a little bit more to the support role. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just have to do that kind of stuff to work together as a team.
See, this pause is about here, but Gladiator, I will say we have not seen him like many times, but the idea of this hero I love because he definitely makes for what could be a fun cast. His flagellation, you just never know. All of a sudden that'll come out and just, especially later on in the game when he has items like the Assassin Shroud, the Rift Shards possibly. Other than like a crazy Doctor Repulsor ultimate that's probably never going to happen, I think it's like the highest damage ability in the game. So it has potential to be at least. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to.
He's a fun hero to watch and to play, definitely. And I mean, you have mentioned that balance patch coming up as well. I mean, there are going to be a lot of changes, and I think we're going to see a lot of changes to this kind of like a little bit underrated, not too much played heroes. I mean, they're going to start kicking up and being picked up again in the competitive scene. So looking forward to that. But what I'm like really afraid of in this game is that Gladiator, I'm not sure if Slasketer is the mid player, so I assume that he's going to be in the mid. But like he's versus a Prisoner and a Glacius. 1 freeze and 1 hook. Isn't that almost enough for a kill? I don't know where Mora is going to be. Is he going to babysit Gemini? Because in that case, they're going to lose the mid, and they're going to lose the bottom. Magnus is not going to get anything versus a Puppet Master and Behemoth. If he goes up to even touch the creep kills, he's going to die.
Yeah, that's... I mean, it is a case of, does Mora... I don't know I think Gemini could handle his own against a Warbeast, definitely, and sure, it means Warbeast may get some more farm, too, But then there's the point, even if Mora is middle with Gladiator, is that really still benefiting you? Or is that just giving them another target to kill? So, I don't know.
Not really.
I don't know.
They could go for a pseudo tri-lane offensive, but I mean, they're versus a Behemoth, a Glacius, and a Puppet Master, which is not to be trifled with. And on top of that, they got like a long-range hook in mid, so he can easily transition to the bot rune and just like trap them into the forest if they were to go for offensive.
Yeah. Oh, they're in the Congo area, but no Congo kill. Going to be attempted here by Team Who. They sneaking through, but so is Recent Gaming. So both teams have the same idea really, and as a result, we're going to have that case of neither one running into each other here. So, wow, really, Reason's worst hero apparently is Puppet Master.
What?
47%. Yeah, with how much Imboboy plays it, that's actually a little shocking. But I guess
that's insane. Yeah,
maybe
I've
it's
only
because
seen
they
it.
play it often. That's why. But best
I don't know. I mean, versus Sync earlier this week, it was banned every single game, blind banned.
Yeah, what if they saw that stat? They might second guess it.
I don't know.
All right, here we go though. Okay, you were kind of right. So they are going to be running a pseudo trial lane, but it's not with so it's the Magnus Moira Parasite bot him. So Gladiator
again,
in the middle.
I feel like this is the last game more or less. Recent Gaming's offensive trial lane didn't end up working out very well, and I feel like it's the same is going to happen for Team Hoon now. I mean, they're going to be forced to leave this trial lane after a few minutes because it's not going to happen. Like, they're up versus a Puppet Monster, Behemoth, and Glacius.
It's fun. Reason's best hero against is Magnus. Whose worst hero they play is Magnus. Couple things aren't adding up here. Behemoth, he's caught out here initially. Now a nice Fisher block on a Moira. He's getting away from Parasite for the time being. It's a Trey. Parasite has another... No, never mind. He doesn't have Leech. What am I saying? He's got Infest, but that doesn't do too much in this case, so... Behemoth ultimately going to escape right here. But yeah, you're right as far as the potential there. The trial lane, again, Reason ultimately won the game, but no doubt that aggressive pseudo trial lane did not work out really. Behemoth... We have some interesting battle in the jungle going on, and actually Glacius might be in trouble. The Wild Hunters were assisting damage as well. One more attack. Yeah, he goes down. Bloodlust kill.
Wow.
And there could be more. Magnus stunts in on the Puppet Master, actually. Moira with the Shards of Harkon. The block off. It did not block Magnus, though, but the Puppet Show comes out, and now Magnus actually in some trouble here. He's trying to get away. The hold comes out from Puppet Master, pulls him right back in. One more attack in. Booyah gets it. So, the big picture, I think Reason Gaming is somewhat satisfied. And now Moira's running away.
I don't feel like they should have gone for those frontal assaults with a Glacius and a Behemoth. I feel like they should just stick to the lane. You know, together with Puppet Monster, they're unbeatable. On their own whatsoever, then they're probably going to lack a little bit of damage. But as we saw right there, the potential of Puppet Monster disabling that Magnus for quite some time. Oh, and a hook in the mid.
Yeah, the pitfall comes out to try to save the day, so Slaske is going to be fine. And actually, looking to turn this right here. Skeleton King, Parasite, he comes in with the net. Glacius, a couple of auto attacks. He gets away, though. Parasite did not want to hold his ground, and for good reason.
Oh, and Parasite didn't even get the Skeleton King. He didn't absorb it fast enough, so he's still level 1 now. And, yeah, just like that, I mean, he's forced to leave this offensive trial.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so he's going to go back to the jungle, still level 1 at 2.5 minutes into the game. That's never a good sign. But again, this is what you mentioned, man. Another hook lands, and this time Gladiator can't get away. The pitfall misses, and Slaske will fall. So, and now that's where, you know, what do you do if you're Team Who? Because clearly that's not the friendliest matchup there for Gladiator. And Parasite also is not off to the prettiest starts, and he has a horrible jungle to work with, too, I'll say that. He's forced to go for a Pastula and farm.
Wow, he absolutely does nothing, and look at Tanka. He just ran in and blocked Tarkin as well. Parasite is so screwed.
Yeah. That's brutal.
Look at the hook, aim the mid.
There we go again. It's clockwork, baby. Now, no freeze from Glacius, but doesn't even need it. The auto attack's more than enough. The glowing red hands. I think Team Who is going to realize here pretty quickly that they did not draft necessarily the strongest for the laning phase.
No, they did not. I'm not sure why they drafted Mora into this kind of lineup. If they had an idea that they wanted to go offensive, Mora is not really the hero to do so. She is, like we mentioned, the hero that wants to run between the safe lane and the mid lane, but that also requires a lot of stuns, like the Pebbles, like the Doctor Repulsor, kind of heroes that can actually grip or lock down your enemy. And right now, I mean, Gladiator and Gemini doesn't really allow that to happen.
Yeah. Bottom lane, Puppet Master boxing out Magnus more so, but you see Prisoner here being played by, that's Own Me, Matt H as he's known here, but Own Me.
Does he have every single last hit, by the way? Look at his
24
GPM.
here. I mean, 2 kills obviously help, but I think you might be right. Yeah, I don't know the exact math on it, 4 minutes in, but
Oh, I just missed one.
Oh, well, there you go. He's at least missed one. Behemoth, he's going to be fine here at the bottom. But, yeah, no doubt he's been definitely off to a fantastic start here. And he already has his bottles, going to be picking up his upgraded boots here soon. So a lot of things just coming together once again. So top lane, again, 15-3 Warbeast versus a Gemini who's 20-2 right here. Middle lane, though, yeah, Glacius is in trouble. Gets collapsed on, got hooked in initially. And he will end up falling. Prison Break comes out. That's already a level 6 prisoner. Holy crap. But, oh, we can't get the auto attack off. He has a double damage here. Look at the attack damage. Moira, the nice block off from Behemoth. He's trying to chase down Moira. Ooh, the hook just misses Parasite. But now Moira, she doesn't have a whole lot of places to go. She's going to be forced to go here, take some tower damage, and actually will fall in the end. So didn't have much of a choice. Can't blame her. But in the end, she gets picked off. And now Magnus, in the meantime, Showdown's up. And he will go down. Not a showdown, but a puppet show. But anyways, point is, he gets locked in place and could not stun away. And he ends up falling. So that all started with, again, a hook on a Glacius. Or more so a hook onto Moira. Or I don't even know who it was. But anyways.
Here's someone gets caught.
They kill people. 5-2 advantage now in favor of the Legion team and Reason Gaming here. And yeah, Parasite, he's still kind of looking around. This is a Parasite last game. It was 7-0-7 start. He was fantastic for his team, but not getting the momentum that he needed this time around. And again, you look at he comes into this jungle and he gets a Catman Soldier. Like, there's a double Wild Hunter Pamp right here, so he kind of missed out on that. But
they're going to try to look to do something, but I don't think they have the damage necessary. They're just going to be turned on.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. Okay, no, Puppet Master is going to be picked off. Maybe,
where's the Fisher? What happened with the Fisher?
It was earlier. He used it earlier to block off.
Oh.
I don't think they realized that everyone was basically down here, minus Gemini. So, yeah, Puppet Master does ultimately get picked off. So, again, a good kill for Team Who. And they want more. Showdown lands. Pitfall, lands. And the Flagellation comes out. Behemoth with the Fissure stun, though. You see the shards of Harkon coming out, however, and he will fall. So, again, this is 4 players down here. Basically a quad lane almost for Team Who. But, hey, they do get a couple of kills back-to-back.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they keep getting these kills, I mean, it's definitely worth it. They're going to go once again, I think.
Yeah.
They're making it a little bit too obvious, though.
Yeah, kind of hanging around. You see Puppet Masters knows something's up. He's learned his lesson.
Here comes the Pitfall.
The Pitfall lands again. Magnus does it. Here comes the Mass TP, though. They're going to be ready kind of this time around. The stun. Oh, he does go down, but now here's the return. Prison Break. It pulls back in Parasite. And Parasite will get picked off. You see Magnus trying to make the escape. Toppling in the meantime. Zane goes down, actually. Looks like he was diving the tower heavily, trying to kill Gemini. You see how low Gemini is. He doesn't get the kill, though, but Magnus is not going to get away. Here at the bottom lane, a double tap for Prisoner. 526 gold per minute for this
level
Prisoner.
8 already, yeah. Wow, look at that experience per minute tab. I mean, he is dominating it. But Gemini is actually not doing too shabby, especially after that kill on the Warbeast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The Pitfall middle lane, that one's going to miss, so probably wouldn't have made too much out of it. But, yeah, Gemini, can't forget about him at the same time. 350 gold per minute, so Jim Carrey, he's definitely going to be needing to do very well here for Team Who. The way things are going. If you're Prisoner here, is the bottom lane more action? Oh, the Ward of Sight comes down. That's a Magnus, no chance. Gladiator.
Here comes the train.
Yeah, Gladiator is basically just playing pure Rome at this point. Trying to help set out. He has landed some very nice pitfalls, say that much.
Oh, here comes the Prisoner. He's going to be caught off guard, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have Prison Break either. Now, he has C-Support coming. Double damage spawns right in front of him. Pitfall comes out. Magnus stuns in, and Prisoner will end up falling. Yes, he will. But now Puppet Show, Voodoo Puppet, Parasite is going to end up falling here as a result. And the hold on a Moira on top of them. Moira runs in with her Shards of Harkon. The Pitfall, it's going to connect on to Glacius. Lava Surge in, and Glacius, the call to arms as well. Big one on top of that. Glacius goes down. And now they're going to chase down Behemoth. Will it be enough damage? No, it won't. The Fissure stun. However, it still might happen right here. TP in. It looks like that's going to be Prisoner who bought back, by the way. Yeah, Prisoner, Puppet Show on a Gladiator. And now Gladiator's in trouble. Prisoner coming back. He's ready to go. He has an easy hook for the kill. And that'll be the end of that. So, I mean, sure, it's a buyback.
That's a pretty big deal, actually. I mean, this early on into the game, he only got 1 kill out of it as well, and I'm not even sure if it was necessary for him to buy back to get a kill. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too I feel like I would be pretty comfortable with that trade, seeing as Gemini continues to farm up top and he's 350 GPM.
Yeah.
Team Who is definitely like making a stand and they're hanging in there. It was looking really dark a few minutes ago, but I mean these trains are actually paying off somehow. Oh, Parasite in the jungle.
Yeah, what is Prisoner just charging up here? As if he almost knew that he was exactly right here. Pitfall comes out, though. He's able to dodge that. However, Prison Break is going to be used, and it will pull them in enough for the kill. Call to Arms does land, but again, this early on, not doing a whole lot. However, we could see more Eruption being channeled by Magnus, but it hits nothing. In the background, Gemini missed the stun, but it doesn't matter. Prisoner does get taken out. Prisoner was really far up there for that kill. And they end up collapsing onto him. So, really, Team Who is this idea of moving around really as 3 or 4 players is actually working out pretty damn well somehow.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Behemoth is like not. I mean, he's level 6 now as well, but he's not even like he hasn't even started to save up versus that Polkey. So I feel like the Hellborn team are going to be able to continue doing this for quite some time. The Assassin's Route on Puppet Master is nowhere near completion either. And I mean, it would be that Polkey on Prisoner that might be a problem, but if they can get like 1 or 2 more kills on this Prisoner in before he gets that Polkey, I still think that they got a good chance of winning the game.
Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to bring up. I mean, if you're Prisoner, especially with the start that you have and knowing where things are at, do you just get that portal key as soon as possible, or would you actually like to see him build maybe like an Insanitarius, more for combat, more for dealing damage?
I would like to see the Legion team ward up their forest and sit 5 people on their side of the map and just shut down the ganks completely with that Prisoner Polkey. I don't like them being up here playing this offensively. I feel like this is the Hellborn team, exactly what the Hellborn team wants, so to say. They want to have those kind of early engagements. They got the heroes for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why Reason are letting them actually take these kind of fights on their terms.
That was a good play by Unmi right there. He knew the call to arms was coming. He goes the other direction. He avoids it, and now Magnus gets pulled in. Magnus going to end up falling most likely. Voodoo Puppet on a Gladiator. Goes down the pitfall. Not enough for the kill on a Prisoner. Gemini, the shockwave as soon as it goes in. And Jim Carrey falls. The greed is real. Even best case scenario, he kills Prisoner and still dies. So, yeah
that's nowhere even worth it.
Not the best decision, and before you know it, almost like in the blink of an eye right there, it's now a 4,500 gold lead and a 5,500 experience lead for Reason Gaming. And now they're pushing the top lane on top.
Yeah, Team Who being a little bit too greedy right there. I'm not sure if they're frustrated or not, but it kind of seems that way. They are like desperately trying to get kills, overestimating themselves big time in these kind of engagements.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from Reason. I mean, they made a good job porting in there, and Onmi definitely playing really well. Like you mentioned, stepping away from that ultimate of Gladiators.
Yeah.
Oh, bot lane.
Oh, okay. No, I think they know something's up. Revward's down. I was gonna say they had a good feeling right here that that Wild Hunter Parasite was coming in. Glacius is gonna be found pretty easily. And he goes down quickly. Warbeast and Puppet Master also nearby, but Behemoth caught again. Prisoner's not here. He's definitely the big target now. He's got a portal key as well. Behemoth going to be jumped on. Parasite going too deep, and so does Gemini. He ends up going down. And they're feeding
They are way too greedy or overconfident in these kind of engagements. They need to be more players if they're going to go for this. I mean, it's obvious, or in our eyes at least, when we got the vision that Reason Gaming are making these kind of baits happening. I mean, they're chasing a little bit too far. Alright, Prisoner's going to move up here as well. I don't know. I mean, Gladiator's level 7.
It's ridiculous how, again, 2 minutes ago, this is like 1,000 gold lane. Now we're up to 7,500. 7,500 experience as well. Warbeast, Pitfall, I mean, minimal damage, though. It is level 4 Pitfall, but still not nearly that much damage. Call to Arms coming out on top of the Arcane Vortex. That's what I was talking about. Warbeast caught by, he's the only one, though. In the background, Magnus done in. He gets caught. He goes down. Behemoth does fall, but Mora gets taken out. We do see Gemini following it, though, with the Twin Fangs. He's trying to get more damage out. Prisoner, he gets stopped, and he does fall in the end. So, finally, a pretty successful fight there. Kicking in for Team Who, but a lot of damage has been done, though. That fight. Fancy wants to do stats, damn it.
Alright, they got a really fun. Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, Puppet Master, 375 gold per minute now. I mean, this is a guy. He was struggling to be 300 just 2-3 minutes ago, I felt like. So he's benefited like the most.
Well. Onmi as well. I don't know how he can keep up this GPM when he has died 3 times now, and he's still almost at 500 or 460 GPM. It's just insane. how this guy manages to find farm everywhere. But yeah, it's something that I saw in that last fight, some game mechanics here coming out once again. The showdown from Gladiator. What if you are showdown and then you get more ultimated? Do you get out of the more ultimate?
Wait, out of the Moira ultimate? Why would you get out of the Moira ultimate?
No, but I mean, if you're trapped in there, can you still? I mean, do you actually have a way of getting out with that showdown? Is it gonna teleport you outside of the more ultimate?
Oh,
like, you know, if you're trapped
that's
in
what
the
you're
dimension.
talking about. Oh, showdown. Okay, I think it's puppet show. No, I don't know. that's one of those funky mechanics. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I would love for someone in chat to try it out in practice mode and let us know if you have the time for it.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be interesting. That could be a great way to try to save like yourself or a teammate even. Yeah, as they're charging in and
yeah, or bait more ultimate in general. Like just throw it on your hard carry, you know, and bait it out. I mean, showdown. I mean, it doesn't show that you are marked by the showdown. So I mean, you can definitely trick people with it. And I mean, level 4, it's quite a duration as well on it. I'm not quite sure how long. It doesn't say.
5 seconds.
Okay, yeah, something like that. 4 seconds. Okay.
Yeah. He's Gladiator. Speaking of him, he has an Invis rune here. He's been he actually picks up a Void Talisman. What? That is not your typical Gladiator pickup at all. I mean, there's a lot of physical damage here on the Legion side, but I mean that pretty much signifies that he's just pure utility and initiation. Like, do not expect this guy to be dealing a lot of damage, really, as far as attacks going on. Puppet Master, though, in the meantime, he's caught, and he's going to go down. So, good find there. And it could be more. Glacia's going to go down. Behemoth jumps in with a Shockwave. He had a TP channeled up, but he decided, you know what, I want to try to make something happen. I think he actually could have gone away.
I feel so, too. I think he was fine. But, all right. That's great news, at least for Hellborn team. I mean, without those kills, they would have nowhere to actually make it back. Legion team is on the verge of snowballing big time with both Puppet Master Shroud coming up. He also, I think he has even had it. He was just about to buy it, so that's going to delay it by a few minutes, and that's great news once again for Hellborn team. But yeah, only once again showing what a phenomenal player he is, getting another solo kill and just steamrolling on this prisoner.
12 kills himself in 16.5 minutes. That's a lot of freaking kills. They do have 19 kills as a team, though. Again, it's 19-16, so 35 hero kills combined between these guys at 16 minutes in. Yeah, over 2 hero kills per minute. Today has just been insane with the amount of action we've had. Oh, that was well played, too. He actually bottles the double damage. Moira was going in to destroy it, if anything, but he actually hooks the Moira illusion, and then he bottles it up himself, so that was just well played. Let's go back to this Gladiator Void Talisman pickup, though. So, do you see where he's coming from? I mean, yeah, does it make sense to you?
No, not really. I feel like they are like in desperate need of some damage. So I feel like going for a defensive item like this, especially when you are behind, like you kind of need to take some risks sometimes and, you know, go for or hope for the best. A defensive item like Void Talisman, I don't know. I mean, what's it really gonna stop? I mean, the Warbeast and the Puppet Master perhaps, but if Puppet Master initiates on you, he's going to disable you, so you're not even going to have the option to activate the Void Talisman.
Yeah. It does stop Prisoner as well. So I get it. I mean, in the defensive mindset, I get it, but again, this isn't a main. This isn't a Moira. Like Moira got, it's like, okay, I know that's just fine. This is a hero that I don't know why they're not a. I don't know. It's just funny. We're so used to seeing this guy, if anything, get the Assassin Shroud again. If anything, maybe get like a Portal Key, but it's just so defensive. It really is just an odd choice to see, but it is what it is. And
it is an underrated item, though. I feel like there's certain situations where Void Talisman is like really, really good, and I mean the opponents usually don't like predict that it's actually going to be picked up. But I mean in this case, yeah, I just don't agree. I don't feel like it's worth it. Not this early into the game. I mean, sure, if you want to build a little bit later on into the game, then yeah, then I'm fine with it. But at this point, I mean, it's mostly magical damage coming out from both teams. Physical damage comes a little bit later, and that's usually why we see support heroes, you know, pick it up in the late game because they can't take the physical hits from the carries. So they are in need for the Void Talisman to survive the team fights. But yeah, very, very questionable.
Shrunken Head on a Warbeast on top of the Abyssal Skull and Steam Boots, so getting good there. Prisoner looks like he too is going for a Shrunken Head. They're trying to catch, that's just an illusion, unfortunately. So they use a couple of abilities, but in the end, no kills out of it, of course. And chasing is not bad at non-supports, but it's better for support heroes. Interesting there. that stat busted out. So, yeah, I agree. I mean, it really is a strong item in a lot of cases. And again, if we saw it like in a Moira, I would understand it completely, but it is just a little odd seeing it on the Gladiator. But he picks it up here.
And on top of that, I mean, they're focusing the farm on Gladiator right now. He is the one farming in the mid lane, while I feel like the Magnus is the one who should be doing it, because he needs his pull key. He can hit that level 11 timing and the pull key. Oh, actually, the top lane place is going to go down.
I'm confused what Glacius is still doing up here. He was falling back earlier when they were trying to jump his teammate, or the Illusion, and then for some reason he decided it was best to push back up. And did he ward? Oh, maybe that was why, but that was a little odd. But anyways, Imbo Boy finds a kill in the middle lane, and then the bottom lanes, all three lanes, and I'm missing action all over the place. We do see kills happening, but now, going to catch this one. Arcane Vortex comes out, Prisoner, as well as Warbeast are caught, and Warbeast hasn't shrunk, and he didn't get off in time. He finally uses it, though, but a lot of damage already being done. In fact, Prisoner, he's going to go down. Gemini doing a lot of work, but now here comes Parasite, or Puppet Master, excuse me, not a Parasite.
Oh, don't chase too far now.
Yeah, don't go too far, and they agree. Fall back, and that'll be the end of that. So, a couple more pickoffs happening. One more, really. On to Prisoner there. Warbeast, though, 455 gold per minute. Dang, Zane has just really amplified his farm.
Oh, yeah, he's playing this hero so well. He finds farm everywhere. And Mora, I'm not sure what's going on down there. Oh, she's actually gonna. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was. You could tell Glacius was a little unsure of that and ends up denying himself to the neutral. So, a little minor victory there, I guess. But still is dead. Parasite, he's trying to find a chance here, make it something like Glacius, but...
Yeah, we've got a PK on Behemoth, by the way, so they're trying to set up a bait here.
Oh, they're trying, but Puppet Master may die first. There's a Fissure Stun, and he does, so Behemoth doesn't go in for a Shockwave or anything like that.
He couldn't. It was the Pitfall and the Call to Arms running in as well, so he would have just ended up dying as well. So that was way too greedy by Reason.
They're real. I honestly can't recall a day like today, like in a long time, man. I mean, all these games, there's just so many kills. Like, is this a taste of things to come here for the off season and continuing things on? I mean, just holy crap! It's just nonstop.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think it comes down to just excitement from the teams. I mean, everyone is just so eager to prove themselves. Everyone wants these DreamHack qualifiers so damn well, or so much. So. They are giving it their all.
Going over the top with it. Behemoth, he's still here. He's still at the bottom lane down here.
Is he spotted by the Parasite? I don't think so, but that would be kind of iffy.
That would be unfortunate. So it looks like your question has kind of caught up to chat. There's already a couple people that are saying it wouldn't work. So basically, as soon as you get caught in the Moira ultimate, you would not be able to teleport out with a showdown. So that possible combo doesn't work apparently.
I guess you get sent to another dimension.
Yeah, that's how it works. Double damage on a Puppet Master here. He's got the Assassin Shroud. Look at Warbeast is kind of right next to him. This is odd. How both the carries are looking for farm, and they're going to go for Magnus, so that's going to be an easy kill. Yeah, 2 shots.
Oh, the Glacius?
The Magnus. Oh, meanwhile, down here, there is a catch onto Glacius. Gets picked up, but at what cost here? Mora gets a good damage. Behemoth on the back on Shockwave. Finish on a Gemini locking it down. Mora's still alive, and actually gets the Arcane Vortex off, so not too shabby, but Puppet Master will finish her, and now Puppet's even looking for more, but a hat trick for Imba Boy throughout it all, and now they're going for the top lane. Brutalizer just finished on Warbeast too. I gotta say, Zane's been so quiet, I feel like, as far as his success this game, but Warbeast is nearly 500 gold per minute and is farm like at 23 minutes in. So yeah, he's doing damn well. And if anything, he's going to
for anyone who's looking to improve the Warbeast plays, I mean, this is replay to watch because he's doing exactly what he should all game long. He got 12 assists thanks to that war cry or the battle cry of his, but I mean, he's farming, he's finding opportunities, but he's still engaged in those team fights. He's doing exactly what he should, and I mean, it's really fun to see.
Yeah. Gemini falls back. Haven't paid too much attention to what he's been building as of a Frostburn. The Energizer and the Ring of the Teacher even on top of that. But yeah, nothing really stand out. As you do see Gladiator, he gets a tablet as well. So think it really just goes back to the idea that he's playing kind of getting this utility. Now, you made the point that Magnus, perhaps Glad has been taking some farm away from Magnus, preventing a portal key just yet, and that's still the case 24 minutes in. Still doesn't have a portal key, and if he does Ancients, that could be deadly because there is a Ward of Sight right on top of them. And the Legion team
This is the
nearby.
main reason for why I don't like, or I mean, I feel like if you pick up a Magnus, you should try to prioritize farm on him at all times until he gets that PK timing. Because now, even if he gets it, he's going to be up versus 2 BKBs already. So they're not going to be able to, or almost 3 BKBs. Only is actually 100 gold away from completing his.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like, non-effective.
Wow, that's true. They're going to have 3 Shunkins. Wow. Already. Yeah, Behemoth, he's had his portal key, speaking of that, for a while, of course. So Nier is doing his job on Behemoth as he tends to. 2, 3, and 8 hero kill farm. Middle lane, you got Team Who is somewhat grouped up, looking to try to find any areas to go, but probably don't want to go to the bottom lane currently unless you're planning to make a big team fight happen. That's not going to be the case. So the tower's going to fall pretty easily here. And there's still the middle secondary tower as the top lane. Behemoth comes up here. Going to see if maybe Gemini keeps pushing, but no. He's not going to be too greedy here, and that's good for them. But portal key is finally picked up on Magnus, but as you're talking about, we're not going to see 3 shrunken heads here on the Legion side. So having to deal with that. Wonder also.
I think, securing wards now. They got 1 ward here in the middle lane. They should get one up at the cliff over here at the Hellborn side, just outside of their base as well. And then they should go for a Conqueror attempt. If they get a token, I feel like they could close the game at this point.
Yeah. Glacius getting some aggressive wards up.
And Tanka's really playing, offensive though in this game. I mean, he's been found, the Hellborn team has found him off guard as numbers of times. Oh, he might actually find a Parasite.
Uh-oh. Now Parasite finds him, but actually Behemoth comes in with a stomp. The Glacius could fall. The Glacial Downpour will be killed shortly after. And Behemoth also going to be stalled. The Arcane Vortex comes out off to the side. Prisoner, he's looking for an opening. He finds it onto Parasite. He might have helped him, though. I think he did. Yeah, he hooked him over the ledge, and he gets away as a result. Gemini jumps in by himself!
What is he doing?
What is he doing? Oh, my gosh. Communication not on point. That is the second time we've seen a very questionable jump. And I'm just going to be frank, a very dumb jump from Jim
And he buys
Carrey.
back right away without reason, even putting pressure on the base.
And now Prisoner. Okay, well, nope, the portal key even goes in, too. He's going to just sit in their base. I love it.
Oh my god.
Almost toying with them right there, knowing that they really can't stop it, and he was correct. Do they have anything? I guess the Moira is the only one with the ultimate, but other than that, they have no way. So, what's up here? Warbeast, he has shrunken, if need be, so they're still chasing, but again, I don't know if this is smart. Shrunken Head goes up, down goes Magnus right away, and Gemini's now by himself, and he's going to go down. Double tap, you can tell Team Who is just, they're not all there all of a sudden. they're definitely on the till.
They're quickly running out of timer or momentum. They are just too, they're disoriented. Simply said, it doesn't feel like they have a clear leader shot right now because this is just going a little bit all over the place. Everyone's like more or less just running out, doing whatever they want on their own. They're not working as a team anymore. They did a fine job at it in the early game, even though laning phase wasn't successful. I mean, they were still running as 4, and I mean, it felt like the communication was there, but now it's just falling apart completely.
It is, yeah. Recent Gaming, again, got to be feeling pretty good. Zane is 500 gold per minute once again. And Puppet Master on Imboboy also, or other way around, Imboboy and Puppet Master also almost there at about 485 GPM. Conqueror is going to be dropping quickly. I think this is the first Conqueror kill this game, or the potential at least. You can tell Team Who doesn't necessarily want to give it up, but Glacius again, Tangafei talking about that. He has been playing pretty aggressive today. In fact, he is going to get caught here. Will they respond? Yes, they will. Prisoner comes in. He's baiting. Of course, that's what he's doing, just like Panty was earlier. Shockwave on top of that. And that should start cleaning it up. Maybe not. Behemoth. No, he's going to go down. Actually, it's just Prisoner. Yeah, no one else was there, so I thought there was going to be a lot more there. But Warbeast and Puppet Master finally joined the party. They had to kill Conqueror first. And Puppet Master does get the token. Gemini's going to run away before he dies. Brutalizer procs up from Warbeast. He, however, is now in a dangerous spot. Pitfall is going to end up missing. With the showdown on top of that, you see Gemini going back
that's
in,
unfortunate.
but he's going to be fine. So, pretty start, but Not the best finish there for a reason.
They could have gotten Warbeast as well unless that Pitfall actually ended up missing. So a little bit unfortunate, but in the end, I mean, they get the token. I mean, they get what they want out of that fight, more or less. So I feel like they're just going to group up as 5 now and try to get a pick off and then go for the racks.
Yeah. Yeah, Prisoner's been having some pretty good jumps. Me's done very well on this hero here today. And so we're out a very good game to set the momentum early on. So Hellflower in the works here for Puppet Master now. Behemoth has even managed to pick up a tablet.
Glacius, you are in trouble once again.
He's just really up here.
Puppet Master is going to go for this.
There's the freeze. Okay, the Void Talisman, so that's coming into play right here a little bit. Reducing all that damage. Now he is going to become vulnerable. Maybe not, actually. Puppet Master all of a sudden kind of in a bad spot. Behemoth was also in an awkward spot. The hook from Prisoner. That's just an illusion, though. Yeah, so those are just... Oh, no, that is Gemini. What am I saying? I thought those were minions for a second, like neutrals.
Hellhounds, maybe.
Yeah, no, Gemini does get pulled in and eventually killed off, so that was a big hook indeed. And now Parasite, the Brutalizer proc, is not going to happen. Goes inside the minion and will advance back to base, but Gemini, does he have a buyback? He does now. It would be his final buyback, though. Only sitting on the 1 here, so. Do we have an update, by the way, on the other series?
It's quite close. I mean, the Solar Club's down 1 racks, but they have a Dark Lead that's doing very well, but it seems like in the end, Sync Esports is going to...
Okay. I saw some chat making some mentions of perhaps Solar Club even winning, so that's why I wanted to double check that. But the trolls are real.
Trolling.
The trolls are real. So Sync Esports. Okay, so yeah, they're up 1-0 and looking like they may take him to but again, look, you guys updated there on that. But as far as this game is concerned, again, Reason up 1-0 themselves, and Team Who they're still in it, but they have been making some poor decisions here and there that have definitely cost them their lives several times. So hasn't necessarily helped their own cause there, but
for sure. I'm like, I don't know how they are still in this game. I mean, it feels like, I mean, at one point they're playing really well. I mean, the communication is working, and then the next second they are throwing big time, and then somehow they make it their way back into the game once again, and now they're going to go for yet another gank here at bot lane, and I think it's going to be a success.
Oh my
no,
it's
God.
Not. The head's up there. In fact, he goes in. Prisoner is just going balls to the wall, baby. He gets 1 kill. Puppet Master is coming in. The Arcane Vortex stalling a little bit. He's going to go on to open on a Glider, more so a Puppet show, and then he puts the damage into Parasite, but Parasite takes over the Ballista, quickly gets beated out of it. And the Voodoo Puppet is not enough for the kill, but now Warbeast is chasing 1 auto attack. There you go. He gets off. Nice Void Talisman there to prevent the hook, but yeah. What a read there by Owen. I don't know what actually gave him the Q, but something did.
Mora Ultimate, or a Mora Illusion, channeled next to him. Just before the Magnus Eruption was about to go off, so Mora warned the Prisoner, and he reacted immediately and got out of there.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate, because that was 2 easy kills for the Hellborn team. Fortunately, once again, I mean, the communication is slipping a little bit.
Yeah, and against a solo team like this, and with DreamHack qualifiers on the line, you can't be making those mistakes. See middle lane.
No, you cannot.
The creep waves cleared out pretty quickly, but I think I just saw a full demonic purchased by Warbeast.
Very likely. He's closing in on 500 GPM now, so.
Yeah, he's been around that mark here pretty much for a while. Puppet Master continuing to grow too, and the Hellflower, he never even went the lifesteal, which we usually see. Just passed that up completely. The Assassin Shroud shrunken into Hellflower here. Got 1,300 gold on top of that, so. That's true, yeah. We mentioned about Pandy earlier, even in the winning effort. Again, impressive performance too, but at the same time, that just goes back to we just seen a lot of kills. Tankafed is no different here. 13 deaths on him, so. We mentioned the hell Boxy for BMG. He'd had, 10 or 11 times, I think it was. And that set his own personal record, too. So it's just been so many kills today. And so we're seeing records like that. And we're seeing kill records being broken, but also death records as a result. So it's kind of funny. But the DreamHack qualifiers, I guess, is what's going to start doing it here. And again, knowing too, that in the midst of all of this, we're going to be seeing that big balance patch hitting here in the near future, most likely. It's pretty crazy to think where things may end up. So
I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I would love to see some new competitive heroes as well approaching this scene.
Oh yeah, that's always a fun time. You got Taro, Deadlift, Calamity.
I don't know about Deadlift. That hero is just so strong right now in the early game. And then it tapers off a constant. Oh, Puppet Master gonna be found off guard.
Yeah, gonna be kind of held in place there. No, gonna be fine though. I mean, he was looking for an opening, but in the end, unable to get it really. And his team who reacts to it, so I think waiting for Congar could be where Reason Gaming's head at here. And just
I think they're just waiting for Congar. They don't want to risk anything with. I mean, it's an important game. I mean, they're about to close the series, and they just want to play it safe. I mean, can't really blame them. Yeah, they're like Nullstone Gaming in a sense as well. They just like to play it late game. They are masters of counter pushing and just taking control of the map, as we can see right now. They're kind of forcing the Hellborn team to just sit in their base.
Yeah, aren't they actually the second most longest games? I think Quincy can confirm that. Yeah, I think they are. Now that you mention
Reason
that.
Gaming versus Nullstone Gaming, like every single game lasts 1 hour at least.
Oh yeah, tend to be the longer games there. So, well, again, this
at least that used to be the case. Now, when a prisoner or not prisoner, Own Me and Tankafed is on the roster, I feel like they're playing a little bit more offensive. So I think it's adds up a little bit to a balance, more or less, in the recent roster.
Behemoth, I don't. And Behemoth's really in general. If they happen to get this much far, I'm gonna see the Spell Shard's gonna be coming out, and one of the few heroes we actually see Spell Shards on.
I don't have the Restoration Stone.
Yeah, I think that tends to be a little too expensive though. In this case,
probably.
Yeah, you see right there. There you go. Just under 41 minutes. So, indeed, is the second longest on book here. Puppet Master making its presence felt in the middle lane, and does get the lifesteal eventually with the Whispering Helm here, so didn't get it early on in the game, which we usually see, but feels like it's necessary now. Eventually get that symbol of Rage, of course, so Team Who. Another Void Talisman picked up here, this one on Magmus, and we have seen the impact of it. That is the second time that's happened. Oh my gosh. Moira goes in to destroy the rune, and Prisoner's like, no, you're not going to do that. He hooks in the illusion, and he bottles it up instead. So, well played again by Own Me.
Oh yeah, and we see the spell shards that you mentioned picked up here on Behemoth.
What is your take on spell shards?
I like it. I think it's an underrated item. And I mean, I even like to pick it up a lot of times on heroes that are a little bit for example, a Gladiator. I wouldn't be surprised too much to see a spell shards on that kind of hero because he got a lot of magic damage in his spells, and I mean, sometimes it works. I mean, I know that you said that the Shroud and versus that late game kind of build, but he can be a little versatile as well with the tablet and the spell shards, and work as that kind of like team support hero with the Showdown, with the Pitfall. He can set up for a lot of ganks. He can disable a lot of heroes, and he can definitely assist, play both offensive and defensive with Showdown. So I kind of like seeing Gladiator in these kind of roles, but in that case, you can't really pick him for a solo mid hero.
Yeah. Can you see right there a possible fight appearing, but in the end, not going to be happening. Show someone who gets once the vortex runs out. That's going to be one of those things we have to test ourselves then, because again, I'm hearing completely different things in chat. So, we'll have to test that one out and see for sure. Because honestly, I don't think we would even see it attempted. Or it is something where a lot of things would have to line up. To be fair, so a lot of execution would have to happen. So. Apparently what chat said was misunderstood. Okay.
That tends to happen at times.
That does. Oh, very rarely, though. Very rarely.
So this game is slowing down quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on with this Congar. When is he spawning? Oh, here we go. Finally. Let's go.
Just in time. Team Who is... They know, too, that it's possibly going to be happening, so... Going to be in the area, ready to defend a Behemoth. He sends in an illusion. It's going to be pretty obvious there when half of his life is taken away from Shards of Harkon. And show Portal Kiwi. Ooh, hook attempt, going to miss. That is a hasted prison, though. That's an Invis Parasite over here. Okay, that's a Veiled Rot, so that makes sense. See the Illusion trying to maybe scout it out, but is going to scout out a couple of heroes.
They might want to use the Bound Eye before they engage for this Congo kill. Or that would be a safer approach, at least. Especially when they waited like the last 7 minutes or something for Congo to spawn. They might want to wait that extra 20 seconds.
No, they'll just kill Gemini. Hellflower on a Gemini, Prison Break. And the Arcane Vortex stalling a little bit longer. But look at Behemoth in the background. He's ready. He's not even going to go in just yet. Gemini falls. He does have a buyback. He uses his final buyback. In the background, Shockwave comes out. Gladiator getting caught by that. So far, Glacius dead here on the Legion team. And here comes Gemini. Behemoth is going to be caught by the Twin Fangs, and he goes down. So, Arbor to fight pretty strong here. Warbeast, no ulti form, no Shrunken Head, and that'll show. He goes down. You see, Prisoner's going to try to TP out and be successful. But the greed of Reason Gaming is a little too much.
They weren't even that far away from killing off Puppet Monster as well.
Yeah, he barely got away, you're right. Is this going to be a Conqueror kill for Team Who? Holy crap.
I don't know. It actually seems that way. I don't think that the Legion team is going to be able to defend it unless Olmi is going for some Jolo plays, which I know for a fact that he loves to do, so nah, he's going to play it safe.
Yeah, Emma Boy's just going to farm in the jungle and 3,800 gold. I mean, he's going to have a similar rage most likely by the time another fight breaks out, but still. Gemini, we haven't overlooked him necessarily, but you gotta respect him here as far as where he's at. Now, again, he doesn't have any more buybacks, so that's the big key at this point. And he does have a token, though. And the Geometer spin that he's finished recently, so there's good benefits there. Zane on Warbeast has another 2,000 gold saved up. And he finished that Demonic Breastplate. I don't know what else he would necessarily 100% go for here, but
Savage Mace, probably. Something like that. Yeah, I feel like he just needs damage. He got the survivability. I mean, he could go for hard as well and just say, like, hey, you guys, you're not going to be able to kill me, but some physical damage is probably going to be needed. They got a lot of Void Talismans over here at Hellborn side, so...
So Harkons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why not?
It really isn't often we really think of Harkons, but this is one of those games where honestly Harkons isn't a bad choice. I could see it
wow.
here.
Definitely. That's a really good point, actually. I didn't think of that at all, but that's very likely. I mean, that would probably be a really good pickup.
And, well, there we go. Puppet Master actually picks it up. I was going to say, I wonder if even Puppet Master would go for it. And now, again, so this is that case here. It's like, what a noob, he has 2 attack modifiers now. Okay, well, here's the deal. Harkon's Blade, first off, it's activatable, and, it will so if you activate it, then it'll use Harkon's over the Whispering Helm. You can even toggle between the two. But Similar Rage, however, when you activate Similar Rage, it'll still heal you as well as use the Harkon effect. So that's where it's actually a pretty powerful combination still, if he eventually gets to that point. So, but he thought the same thing there. And again, seeing 3 Void Talismans especially, so makes sense.
They got a DD now as well here on the Gladiator bottled up. Hopefully they can make a bait. They got a token, they got a DD. I think this is the time for a Hellborn team to actually make a move. Because if they don't do it now, they're not going to be able to make it later.
Mm-hmm. See movement here from the Legion team. Moira is going to scout out, but quickly killed off. Just trying to find out what's going on over there. Prisoner actually has a Arcana himself, and honestly, again, I really would have liked to see more of a damage threat from. Well, I mean, they do got plenty, I guess. When I'm thinking about it, from Warbeast and Prisoner, or Warbeast and a Puppet Master, so maybe not. I guess like a Hellflower wouldn't be the worst option here for Prisoner to pick up. Let's just do some more lockdown and have some mana regen and whatnot to use.
I think the Sheepstick would be superior though in this game.
I think this
Hellflower is great, but Sheepstick still locks the enemy down way more. I'm not sure who he's looking to actually use it on. I would assume that it would be the Gemini, and in that case, the Hellfire doesn't really provide too much. I mean, Sheepstick would be way better because that prevents Gemini from out attacking during that period of time.
So again, what's one of the more action-packed games we've had in a long time is definitely turned into a somewhat of a
Slower.
stalemate here. Very stale game as far as action is concerned, and gonna maybe try to find somebody here in Glacius, but I think he's just too far away. And Tankafet will survive, so his 14 deaths will stay for now. We got
Yeah. How many did Penny have? 15?
something like that, yeah. Isn't it funny,
16.
too, how... Yeah, 16. But, again, both of them were on winning teams. And again, they're both doing a good job in essence, too. It's not like they're just feeding and failing completely. It's like we're talking about the Penny game, and a lot of it was actually set up for rebound kills. And it was bait, in essence. And he was still doing a good job on Rockhouse, but he had a good amount of assists. Take a same story here. You know, he has 13 assists. And
Yeah.
Behemoth? Oh, yeah, he's dead. Well, somebody finally gets found. It was bound to happen. Token of life, though, 40 more seconds remaining. So, I mean, that is going to be wearing off, and clearly that's what Reason's just simply waiting out here, if anything. Don't want to.
Sure, looks like it, yeah. You can't really do too much as Hellborn. You can't go on the offensive. You're going to get wrecked if you were to do so, even if you have the Token of Life. I mean, Gemini is not the optimal hero to have it on either. I'm not sure about that ultimate form. Yeah, it's a 1 minute cooldown as well. So even if you were to resurrect, you don't have your ultimate form, and therefore it's kind of iffy. So they just have to sit back and hope for the best, and they're gonna get another pickup here on the Glaciers. I mean, that is way too greedy, though. I mean, that has nothing to do with him baiting for his team. I mean, that's just pure arrogance on his part.
Yeah, no, see, yeah, I agree. It's like, why are you here by yourself against? I don't get that, but running around, maybe he's just bored, or I guess maybe he had the intention to place a warded site up here eventually. But even if that's the case, it's still. Is it really worth it if you... I don't know. Wow. Okay, so there's an update there for the Game 2 of that series. Cannondorf, their carry player... So he was playing the Defiler last game, I think he said, as somewhat of a push-heavy lineup, it sounded like, but in the end it ran short. Dark Liddy, a different story. 8-1-8. That seems like Solaire Club could be in a fairly okay spot there to make something happen, so...
Yeah, Clansmeister got a Malikan who's at the same level as that Dark Lady, level 22. But 1 versus 1, yeah, I would say that the Dark Lady actually comes out ahead if it were to come to the late game, especially because of that ultimate of his. It's just so damn good.
Again, keeping an eye on that. Let's see how that one turns out. Being cast at twitch.tv/KronosF, CRONOSF. Can I go to the Han directory on Twitch and find it as well? Here he got more fallback from Team Hughes. So, we're talking about, I guess they're simply waiting for the token to wear out and then make their move, but it's been worn out for a little bit here. Haven't really been doing too
waiting
much.
for him to get another Kongor.
Yeah, maybe wait for another Kongor themselves. I mean, we saw what happened last time. Wasn't the...
Yeah, they were so patient waiting for the Kongor for 7 minutes or something, and then they couldn't wait another extra 30 seconds for that Bound to get off cooldown to just prevent all division from the Hellborn team.
That's true, yeah.
Prioritizing came short there.
4,800 gold on Warbeast, though, so you know what? He read my mind.
What did he pick up?
The Harkons. I was going to say, it's like, I wonder if he's just saving up for that and then let go, but...
It's pretty sweet.
Has that now.
Now you just have to buy BKBs instead.
Yeah, we're going to buy those shrunken heads. It's 5 seconds on both of them. Yeah, it is, so definitely get a new pair of those. Yeah, you also look at, Gemini also has 22 armor, so yeah, the Harkon's going to prove to be a pretty powerful pickup here. I'm sure. Storm Spirit picked up on Magnus, so that's good to see for the Hellborn team. Definitely a stall-style item. Of course, they have more with the Arcane Vortex, but way to help save a teammate if they get jumped on.
Hopefully, yes. But at the same time, it's very, very passive, and especially now when the Legion team got those Harkon blades, it is, I don't know, if it comes down to a 5 versus 5 fight, I feel like Warbeast and Puppet Monster is almost going to wreck through the Hellborn team.
So this is kind of a ghetto version of the Ophelia Doctor combo. They send Gemini out there with the Showdown. He goes and farms the creep wave, and then he gets ported back with the Showdown, of course. So it's not necessarily as powerful in long range and whatnot, but still, you see it once again right here. Going to do it.
I guess you can't put the Shackle onto him either to prevent the Showdown.
No, yeah, he would still go back. I'm 99% certain. Yeah.
Roger.
Now, Null Fireblade, I believe, would purge it off, though. So, if they find that to be an issue, then that could be something to think about. But what was that? Oh yeah.
Or the Storm Spirit.
Would that actually prevent? Oh, I guess you're right.
I would assume so.
No, I think you're right. I guess because if he's stuck in that, then he wouldn't be able to actually get ported back. Kind of like the Arcane Vortex. Or maybe that does work now. I don't know. I don't know. All this hypothetical crap that we're never going to see anyway. Savage Mace on him went out too. Jeez. What, did he sell something? I think. Yeah, he sold the Whispering Helm. Okay. So he actually decides to sell the other attack modifier. Instead of going the symbol, he just says, I'm just going to get more raw damage here.
He's going to be squishy, though. I mean, if he
is. I don't know. Yeah, that's where I really don't know. I don't know if that's the best option, honestly. I think he might have been better off.
If he gets jumped, if he gets jumped, I mean, I don't know.
Holy he is hitting hard, though. Zane apparently is a player.
Damn!
500 plus with that red glowing red hands and stuff. I mean, Zane's 17-0 though when he's 375 plus GPM, and obviously he's definitely got that here on Warbeast. All right, Kongor is going to be up any second. I feel like the way they're playing here.
Reason need a Bound-Eye, though, if they want to take next Kongor. I assume that's what they were waiting for, but Glacius doesn't have the gold. I mean, can someone else buy it for him, please?
Yeah. Glacius has boots.
I mean, at least buy Striders, man. Come on.
Yeah, the struggles are real. Alright, Kongor, here we go. Let's see what happens this time. He's dropping really fast. And last time they jumped on the Hellborn team and that backfire. This time they're just going to sit in the Kongor pit. Oh, Moira goes in. The Arcane Vortex. It's going to stall him. Gemini off to the side. He's ready to go in. Will he jump it in time? He got Fidget Stun. He could not do it in time. Took it to life. Who gets it? I don't know. It's a big cluster right now. The Shockwave on top. And Parasite may end up falling, but Magnus is dead. Gemini goes down. Token is picked up by Puppet Master. And Parasite, he is going to be chased down. The Fidget trying to stall him. A double tap for Only on Prisoner. What a cluster of a fight, man. But they come out on top for this reason.
Everyone just jumped in and wanted to get the token, but nobody, and I repeat, nobody had any slots whatsoever. So everyone was just like forced selling their items. Magnus sold something, I didn't see what, and Puppet Master was forced to sell his Assassin's Shroud.
Oh, you're right. He did it. And apparently he got the bananas first, too. He used it, and then he got token. Oh, my God. He gets away barely. No, the Pitfall hits. Puppet Master staying alive, though. Again, he doesn't have a lifesteal anymore, but he's alive enough. And they're going Cutthroat. That's very likely could be the game. Again, Gemini doesn't have any buybacks. It's just Gladiator right now. And now they're working their way towards the middle lane. They will get the kill on a Puppet Master, but I think just delaying the inevitable is safe to say. That's where they're coming from right here. So I believe Reason Gaming going to be up 2-0 or take the series even 2-0 with the victory here and advance on in the DreamHack Qualifiers #1. But what a series. Again, what a game here we had. And 38 to 33 hero kills, you'd figure just overall. We had a stalemate for a good 10-15 minutes where there was really no kills happening. It just goes to show you how action-packed the beginning of this game especially was. Puppet Master, though, look at that Archon's blade, how much damage he's hitting for sometimes, man. The red numbers popping up with the Whiplash. The Mauler explodes actually doing some good damage, but Gemini goes down again. And you get to, I mean, they're just on their last leg here, just buying back like crazy, seeing what they can make happen. But Gladiator also is, oh, he's going to stay alive, actually. Puppet Master, did he end up dying? Yeah, he did. He posted a post-haste back, though, with the buyback. And now it's going to be Mega Creep. So it is going to be over. Team Who's just simply playing it out here for the sake of having fun. Tanka gets the record. Yes, the 17 deaths is real. He did it. Congratulations, Tankafet. No. He's done.
No, disconnects.
He's just like, I'm done. Why am I even here? My team doesn't need me.
He sold his items as well.
Valiant effort, the life of a support. That just happens sometimes. But his team's going to win. That's what matters. I love how he sold his items and left. I wonder if he actually is genuinely like frustrated or if he's just really trolling right here. But that's going to be
I don't know.
Okay. Reason Gaming takes it, and again, they take the series. So they're moving on to the semifinals, and who they'll be playing. It's going to be Sync Esports. I just updated the brackets, and it looks like it is good to go. So Sync Esports does come through in the end. Let's see if I can maybe find out on the tournament stats here. I wouldn't be updated yet, unfortunately. Anyways, though, but, I mean, all the series end up 2-0. I got to say, though, anyone that was watching these games here and everything, it's pretty obvious that these were not just all complete sweeps and stomps. These are all pretty damn good series in the end, but in the end, we have our final results. But a little bit of a shocker, especially on the top side. Again, team disband, defeating Bad Monkey Gaming.